SummerSlam 2025 has been and gone. Today, I'll be going over my reaction in every single match from SummerSlam and what my thoughts are on it. Do you want to quickly mention, before this video actually gets into the whole concept, I am ill, okay? I'm not feeling that very well. And the reason why I've not posted in 7 days is because I went away on a trip to go and watch SummerSlam. I didn't actually go to the event. I just watched it with some friends and stuff, And also, the last couple of days, I've been ill since I returned on Monday. So I've been ill because I watched two nights SummerSlam and Monday Night Raw, which was not worth it. But yes, so I'm not feeling well. So if I sound a bit stuffy, it's because I'm not 100%. But I hope you got to the video. It's good to record. Always remember, smash like and subscribe button to the WWE channel. And let's get into this one. First up, the OTC1 Roman Reigns and main event Jey Uso defeated Bron Breakker and Bronson Reed. My prediction for this match was correct, and I'm taking that. That's a W in the bag. I did expect Roman Reigns to get a pin, but surprisingly, Jey Uso got the pin over Bronson Reed. This match was good. It felt quick, though. It was a 10-minute quick tag match. We knew Reigns and Uso were going to win to get that big match at SummerSlam and win, They couldn't lose this match, them two, at the biggest party of the summer. But Jey Uso, he got the win. But Roman, he did actually look good, It's his first time wrestling since WrestleMania 41, which was over 3.5 months ago now. And Reigns didn't look too bad, He's also scheduled for the August 18th episode of Monday Night Raw in Philadelphia. So Reigns ain't going away yet. And could we see for the first time in nearly 2 years, Roman Reigns doing back-to-back pay-per-views, just wrestling, That would be something we've not seen in a long time. But yes, Roman Reigns and Jey Uso defeating Bron Breakker and Bronson Reed. We saw some good clips this match, Reigns spearing Breakker through the barricade. And also we saw Reigns taking a nasty spear for Uso. He kind of apologised in a way for everything he's done to Uso in the last 4.5 years. Like spearing, Jey Uso was going to get a dirty spear. Reigns pushed him out of the way and took the spear for Uso. Uso got Breakker out of the way. And then a big Uso splash to Bronson Reed. 1, 2, 3. The Tribal Chief and main event Jey Uso got the win. But this was the right decision. But yes, Reigns and Uso pick up the W. And yes, Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair defeated Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez at the Judgment Day for the women's tag team titles. I just tried recording this actually, and my Alexa went off. So this is going to be a bit awkward to try and record right now because I've got to try and shut up. So I'm just going to say Bliss. So Bliss and Charlotte Flair defeated the Judgment Day. Shut up. Sorry about that. In what was a good match, Bliss got the pin over Roxanne Perez. Pinning her once again, which is surprising. But yes, this was the right decision to go, with them not being friends to finally becoming best friends, winning titles together, which is something we wouldn't thought we'd see when this all started back about a month ago. But yeah, the Judgment Day's reign needed to end. It was boring, lackluster. There was nothing about it, It just felt dead. We need something good, so probably them titles going to get moved over to SmackDown. On Monday Night Raw, they got the rematch, Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez, but lost again to these two, so they retained their women's tag team titles. But at SummerSlam, this match was decent, to be fair. So, right move. Another correct prediction by me, so I'm going to take that. But Bliss and Flair regain. Not regain, win the tag team titles. Next up, Sami Zayn defeats Karrion Kross in a one-on-one match. This match, I can't lie, was a ball fest. No one cared for this. This was the third time. And hopefully the final time we see this match. Sami Zayn was going to be the ultimate winner. We already knew this. They kind of Sami Zayn said he wants to be a world champion and get put down by Karrion Kross. That would be burying Sami Zayn for the next year. So Sami had to win. And Sami getting a win at SummerSlam's big for his momentum, He did not compete at WrestleMania 41. Which meant he lost a lot of momentum. He weren't there for the road to WrestleMania because he got injured at Elimination Chamber with his match against Kevin Owens in a no holds barred. But him winning at SummerSlam's big now because he can push on to maybe get involved in this Seth Rollins problem that Roman Reigns is involved in, including the likes of LA Knight, CM Punk, and it maybe could lead to a War Games match, But yeah, Sami Zayn defeating Karrion Kross. Not a lot to say about this match, but it was meh. It wasn't a great match, but Sami Zayn was obviously going to be the winner. So Sami Zayn picks up the win. Next up was probably one of the most disappointing matches, maybe the most disappointing match of SummerSlam. Tiffany Stratton defeating Jade Cargill to retain the Women's Championship. A prediction of mine which was wrong. I thought Jade Cargill would finally win that championship, and no, they've just put Jade Cargill under the bus, and they don't care for her, looks like, because that's it. She's not got a momentum anymore. Tiffany Stratton is on top of the world. She retains once again. And where does Tiffany go? Who will who will reign, who will put down Tiffany's reign as champion, you know? It's a very tough one. Jade Cargill, I think something must have happened because them going with Tiffany to win is very surprising, you know? Tiffany could have lost title here, go and have some different rivalries with some legends, or maybe just go and do something different, you know, away from the women's title for a couple of months. But no, they've buried Jade Cargill. I don't know where this goes now. Does Bianca Belair come back, heel turn, maybe have a rivalry with her up to WrestleMania 42? Or do we just see Jade Cargill get ruined? Because I really hope that don't happen because, you know, very good talent at Jade Cargill. But Tiffany Stratton, once again, winning is surprising, you know. Sorry for like all the cuts and everything. I'm just really ill. I'm still recording. No, I'm here. I've got to record. But yes, Tiffany Stratton defeating Jade Cargill to retain the Women's Championship. Surprising decision, but I understand where they're going with this. But Tiffany retains. And next up, a surprising decision. Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre defeated the team of Randy Orton and Jelly Roll. I didn't expect this coming, you know. I thought Randy Orton and Jelly Roll would get the win, you know, them being the faces with the special guest celebrity appearance, who actually took the pin, by the way. But to be fair, Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre's caliber, I saw the reason why they won, and I think it probably was the right decision if we look at it. The match overall was actually quite a good match, you know. Jelly Roll came out of the books and he looked really, really good. I was surprised. I didn't think it was going to look that good, but one of the best I've ever seen from a special guest celebrity appearance. And he did say after the match that he wants to do this again, you know. He wants to have another match, which I'd like to see. I wouldn't be like against the idea. Maybe we get a Jelly Roll Logan Paul in the future. Logan Paul picking up the win as well for the team, pinning Jelly Roll. It's probably good for him, you know. Pick up some momentum because Logan Paul, since he lost the US title last year at SummerSlam, he's not been the same, you know. He's not in the same rivalry. He's not in the same picture. He defeated AJ Styles at WrestleMania, but since then, he's been in and out of the picture still. But yes, these two getting the win. Good for Drew McIntyre as well to finally end this beef with Randy Orton, maybe, just to finally get it done. And maybe push on to try and look at the new Undisputed Champion, who we'll talk about later in this video. But yes, Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul pick up the win was probably the right idea. And Paul and McIntyre are the winners. Oh yes, our new World Heavyweight Champion, CM... Oh. Well, it's fun while it lasted in the 5 minutes, 10 seconds that he actually had. Seth Rollins, new World Heavyweight Champion. CM Punk vs. Gunther was actually a decent match, you know. Gunther kind of just beat up Punk the whole match, and then later in the match, Punk beats up some random momentum. I wonder where that came from. Punk hit 2 GTSs on Gunther, and Gunther was buried for the third time in the last year. Against Sami Zayn, WrestleMania 40, Jey Uso, WrestleMania 41, and now CM Punk, SummerSlam. So he's been buried 3 times, Gunther. But CM Punk's reign was so good, wasn't it? 1 title defense, 1 loss. But yes, Seth Rollins winning the World Heavyweight Championship, the best decision ever made, faking the injury. And now this faction is stronger than ever, with Raw's main World Championship in their grasp. And now it's most looking like that Bron Breakker and Bronson Reed will go after the World Tag Team titles held by Finn Balor and JD McDonough, which they will most likely win, and then we'll get this big faction and maybe the Usos face them. But yeah, we are definitely going to get this faction, like the Bloodline, being very, very strong and running Monday Night Raw with Paul Heyman by their side. But Punk, once again defeated for a World Championship. He got the championship finally, but it's taken off him straight away. And in the video that I'll be posting soon, is it time for Punk to hang it up? Does the old man just let it go? He's never going to win this World Championship once again, because whatever he tries and does, Rollins is always there to stop him. So yes, Seth Rollins defeats CM Punk to win the World Heavyweight Championship. Next up, Naomi retains the Women's World Championship versus the Eradicator, Rhea Ripley, and the Genius of the Sky, Io Sky. This match was a very good match, you know, a very good wrestling match for the woman. I always knew, sorry for the coughing, that Naomi was going to retain. It was obvious, we knew that. But it was actually a very good match, you know. I think Rhea Ripley needs to hang it up now. She's never going to get that title back. Like, you need to let go. You've already held the title twice. Like, no one else has held that certain championship twice, bro. Let it go, move to SmackDown, maybe go and end Tiffany's reign and have a new championship on your shoulder. Just let Naomi reign tall. But yes, Io Sky was very good. Rhea Ripley obviously is always good, one of the best women's wrestlers I've ever seen. Naomi was more just in and out in the match and then stole the pin late on to keep her championship, you know, like a very heelish character would. But yes, this match to kick off SummerSlam Night 2 was very, very good. So yes, Naomi retaining against Rhea Ripley versus Io Sky was good. And it was definitely the right decision. Next up, the six-man pack tag team ladder match. The White Six, the Street Profits, Fraxium, DIY, and Andrade, Sienna Almas, and Rey Phoenix. What an incredible match this was. Just how many scenes we've got. People going through tables stacked on top of each other, ladders. It was gruesome. Very gruesome match, but obviously the White Six retained the tag team titles, which was going to happen, you know. They're only 2 weeks into their reign. They're not going to take off immediately like that, because it'll be very harsh if they did. But yes, that was a very, very good match. Possibly match of the night. I think it was probably the second best match. Sorry about that. But yes, it was wow. Just incredible. Obviously, Dexter Lumis and Joe Gacy being the ones involved in the ladder match for the White Six. But yeah, Street Brothers looked incredible. DIY were doing some good stuff, but how many spots we got was insane. And I knew this match would cook from the minute it was announced. And yes, it lived up to the expectations, one thing for sure. But yes, the White Six retaining was one of the best things. You know, they had to retain. And in the other group, there was no one else that really needed to win tag team titles. Maybe Fraxium one day can maybe dethrone them to win the titles. Oh, sorry. But yes, the White Six retaining was probably the best option. And very, very successful match. Next up, Becky Lynch retaining the Intercontinental Championship versus Lyra Valkyria. Something which I didn't actually see coming, but I do feel a lot better because I'm recording this a lot later than the other clips. But yes, Bayley tried coming in to attack Becky Lynch and help Lyra Valkyria win. But Lyra has lost again. But I now know where to go with this. Obviously, on Monday Night Raw, they had Nikki Bella coming to confront Becky Lynch, which looks like it's going to be Nikki Bella versus Becky Lynch dream match for the Women's IC title. And it looks like we're getting a Lyra Valkyria heel turn soon, which can be Bayley versus Lyra Valkyria rivalry, which probably should be like a main event of Monday Night Raw to end the rivalry in a couple of weeks. But yeah, that's what it's looking like. But wow, they've let Lyra get bossed by Becky once again. And I'm really surprised, you know. I thought they were going to have Lyra get this big win over Becky. And once again, be a champion once again. And no, they're keeping the title on Becky, which is surprising. But Becky Lynch retaining, it could be the right decision, you know, if we get this Nikki Bella run. Maybe Nikki Bella could be her for the championship. Finally get one more Nikki Bella title reign at the WWE before she actually fully retires. She's on like a comeback tour, really. But yeah, Becky Lynch retaining against Lyra Valkyria. Becky Lynch picks up the W. Next up, Solo Sikoa retaining the United States Championship against Jacob Fatu in a steel cage match. This match was very, very underwhelming. I can't lie. I love Solo Sikoa. I love his funny character. But the match itself, I thought it was going to cook, you know. I thought Jacob was going to win. To be honest, I thought Jacob would win the title back. But no, my prediction wrong once again. Solo Sikoa retain the US title. So where do we go from here, you know? Do we just push Jacob into the world title scene? Do we have Solo reign as US champion for a while? Do we have Jimmy go after the title? Maybe Jimmy winning his first singles title of Solo? Could we see that happening? Possibly. But right now, Jacob Fatu, like, he didn't do a lot in the match. Solo just getting pulled out of the cage, really. The big man, Talatonga, booting Jacob's head on the steel cage, and then Solo running out. Just a bit disappointing, you know. I was hoping for something better, you know, like an actual match. It was like 10 minutes long, maybe even 7 minutes, just them in the cage. And then you had all the MFTs come out. You had Jimmy's music hit. He came out of Balaclava. I wonder who this could be. It's Jimmy Uso. Nearly super kick the cameraman for a start. But yeah, the match itself was disappointing. But Solo winning ain't a too bad decision. But where are they going with this MFT storyline? Like, we can't have another Bloodline regen. It's just, like, guys, Triple H, let it go. Papa H, you got to let the Bloodline go, bro. It was a good storyline, but let it go. But Solo Sikoa retains its Jacob Fatu to keep the US Championship with the MFTs and himself. Next up, Dominic Mysterio retains the IC title against the phenomenal AJ Styles. Another wrong prediction by me. I thought AJ was going to win the title, you know, and go on this new IC title run. Probably his final title run in WWE before he retires next year. But Dominic retains the IC title. No Finn Balor heel turn. Just a clean match with a terrible ending of Dominic, his shoe. You know, AJ kind of pulled off his shoe and Dominic caught it when the ref weren't looking. Whacked around AJ. Whacked the AJ around the face. One frog splash. Done. AJ got pinned. Buried AJ Styles. Where does he go from here? Does he get a rematch and win? Do we just move on with this whole storyline? Which, all this good storyline and just build up for absolutely nothing would be a bit poor, you know. But, yeah, Dominic winning can boost his character, you know. Obviously, he's got a AAA match at AAA for, like, the AAA championship while being the Intercontinental Champion. This is where I thought, oh, he's going to drop it to AJ, and then we're going to get, like, Dominic maybe winning the AAA Championship, let him have a run there. But nope, no, they're not doing that. So I don't know where to go from here, but yeah, Dominic Mysterio retains the Intercontinental Championship against AJ Styles. And finally, the return of John Cena. The real John Cena was back, you know. The greatest of all time, Mr. Time is now. The undisputed champion John Cena was back. And he faced Cody Rhodes in what was one of the best John Cena matches I have seen in years. Cena gave everything he could, you know. Sunset flips, the leg drops, the Hurricane Ranas. It was incredible what Cena gave at 48 years old. Absolutely phenomenal. Cody Rhodes obviously doing what he normally does. Great performance, to be fair. I don't like Cody Rhodes, but I have to respect he's a very good performer in the ring. But Cody Rhodes defeated John Cena to become the new undisputed WWE Champion and regain the title he lost at WrestleMania 41 to Never Seen 17, the heel John Cena. But when John Cena returned, he gave himself what Cody wished, the real John Cena for him to face in the street fight. And John gave it everything, but Cody showed the younger talent. And it did feel like a pass of the torch, you know. Cena passing that torch to Cody Rhodes to be the next big face in the company for the next couple of years before Cody retires. And Cena just saying kind of goodbye to the main title scene, you know. But before Cena could leave, after the match, we heard that music, that feeling, you know. Brock Lesnar returns to the WWE after over 2 years away. And the funny thing was, his last match in the WWE was against Cody Rhodes at Summer Slam 2023, losing to Cody Rhodes in a no-holds-barred match, which basically was the same thing Cody had just faced with Cena. And Cena was trying to leave. Brock came back to what I thought was a bit of a disappointing pop, you know. I thought it would be better than that. But Brock came back. He got in that ring. F5 John Cena, putting him down. And it looking like we're going to get Brock Lesnar versus John Cena at Clash in Paris one more time. And we could get a sequel to this match, you know. But Brock Lesnar is back in the WWE after 2 years away due to law and court issues. But yes, it was a very good SummerSlam. A lot better than last year's, I'll give you that. But thank you for watching. It has been a nice one to record. Always remember to smash and subscribe on to the channel. And I'll see you all day faces soon. Goodbye, guys.